Hello everybody, and welcome back to Unbound Learners Pre-K. Happy Friday, friends! Are you ready to get started with our good morning song? Let's make our arms into a big circle out in front of us like this. Now let's bring that circle up over our heads. Let's stretch on one side, over to the other side, back to the middle, and now let's bring that circle back down in front of us. And it's time to sing together. If you know the words, sing along with me. Here we go. Good morning, dear earth. Good morning, dear sun. Good morning, dear rocks and flowers, everyone. Good morning, dear beast and birds in the trees. Good morning to you and good morning to me. Are you ready to finish up our busy week? Let's jump right into circle time with our calendar and weather chart. Now the first thing that we do is start with the date. And when we see the date, we begin with the month. The month is right up here. Do you know what the month is? February. That's right, friends. The month is February. And today is February 12th. So let's move the chip over from yesterday. Yesterday was February 11th, and today is the 12th. So when we say the date, we say today is February 12th, and the year is 2021. Let's say the date together one more time. Are you ready? Today is February 12th, 2021. It's also the beginning of the Chinese New Year, and this year is the year of the ox. All right, friends, let's count how many days we've had so far in the month of February. Can I see your counting fingers like this? Let's warm them up with some stretches, and we'll start at the number 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've had 12 days so far in the month of February. Now it's time to sing the Days of the Week song. And because we have 7 days in our week, let's see those 7 fingers. If you know the words, sing along with me. Here we go. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Now let's travel down to right here. Does anybody remember what the day was yesterday? Thursday. That's right, friends. Yesterday was Thursday. So that means that today is Friday. You're right. And if today is Friday, what does that make tomorrow? Saturday. Saturday is the first day in the weekend. But let's go back to today. Will you sing Today is Friday with me? Here we go. Today is Friday, today is Friday, today is Friday, all day long. Today is Friday, today is Friday, today is Friday, all day long. Now let's travel back up to the top, right here. This is the season. Do you know what the season is? Winter. That's right, friends. It's winter time. And if we go back down here, I have a picture of clouds. That means that it's time to sing the weather song. If you know the words, sing along with me. Here we go. What's the weather? What's the weather? Can you tell? Can you tell? Is the sun shining? Is the rain falling? Can you tell? Can you tell? So friends, like I said before, my picture shows a cloudy day. When I look outside my window, the sky matches the ground. I have white snow on the ground and I have white clouds in the sky. And look at my temperature chart. It's on blue. That means that it's so cold where I live. I have a cold and cloudy day. What's the weather like where you live, friends? Go ahead and look out the window and let me know what you see. Thanks for sharing the weather with me. Now it's time to move on to the letter of the week. And because today is Friday, it will be the last day talking about this letter. Do you remember the sound that this letter makes? That's right, friends. Let's make that sound together, but let's make that sound a little louder. Are you ready? Fa, fa, fa. This letter says fa, fa, fa. And do you know what this letter is called? That's right, the letter F. This is a lowercase f, and F says fa, fa, fa. It's now time to guess what's inside of my number and letter box today. So let's see. Remember, inside of this box, I have something that starts with the letter F, F, F. And I'll give you a couple of hints. If you think you know what it is, you can take a guess. Are you ready for your first clue? This is something that is used to keep you cool in hot temperatures. So this can work two ways. It can use blades that move around and around and create cool air, or you can hold it in your hand and wave it back and forth to also create cool air. Do you know what it is? Here it comes. Watch what I do with this, friends. Do you know what this is? A fan! You're right. I move this fan back and forth like this, and it creates cool air. Fan starts with the letter F. Today will also be our last day talking about this number. We reached double digits this week. Double digits means that the number is made up of two numbers. So let's first start off with this whole number. Do you know what number this is? 10. You're right, friends. This is the number 10. And 10 is a double digit number. That means that it's made up of two numbers. Right here, I see the number 1. And I also see the number 0. Together, it makes the number 10. This week, we've had to use both of our hands to make the number 10. We need to count 10 fingers. So let's hold up 5 fingers and 5 more. Now it's time to count 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 fingers. And inside of the box, I have 10 acorn tops to count. As I count them, I'm going to line them up so that you can see. Here we go. Look at this. These two acorn tops are connected at the stem. So we can say 1, 2. These ones are also connected. 3, 4. That one rolled off. 5, 6. 2 more that are connected. 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 acorn tops. So since today is Friday, it will be the last day talking about ways to get dressed independently. But first, let's take a look at this baby doll. Oh my goodness, this baby doll is so mixed up. Can you help me? Something doesn't look right. Why does the baby have a pair of pants on her head? Let's start over. We'll take off those pants. Do socks go on your hands? I don't think so. And do mittens go on your feet? No. Let's see. Let's start with mittens. Where do mittens go? That's right. Mittens go on your hands. They keep your hands warm on cold days. 1 mitten for each hand. Now, let's move on to the socks. Before, the baby had the socks on her hands. Is that the right spot? No. Where do socks go? Your feet. That's right. Earlier in the week, we practiced putting socks on our feet. So let's put the socks on the baby's feet. One sock for each foot. There we go. Now the last thing was this pair of pants. Do they belong on the top of your head? I don't think so. Pants are used to cover your legs. So instead, I'm going to put the pants on the baby's legs. One of the little mittens fell off. Let's put it back on to keep the baby's hand nice and warm. There we go. That looks better. So the last thing that you put on before you go outside are your shoes. Sometimes they could be sandals, sometimes boots, sometimes sneakers. It all depends on the season and the weather. Now many sneakers have laces, which is something that you will learn how to tie when you get a little bit older. But I have a really fun weaving activity that will help you develop that skill. Let's go check it out. For today's work, you're going to need 3 pieces of construction paper. Now make sure that each piece of construction paper is a different color. You are also going to need a pen, a pair of scissors, and a ruler. Let's get started with the preparation for the work. Now this preparation may require a little help from a grown-up. So the first thing that you need to do is start off with one piece of paper. I picked my green piece of paper to start with. You're going to take your ruler and you're going to mark a line. Make sure that the line is about 1 inch thick. It can be a little larger than 1 inch, but no less than 1 inch. And you're just going to take that ruler and go across the whole piece of paper like this. So again, a grown-up can do this preparation for you, or if you want, you can help your grown-up do this work. You can have your grown-up hold the ruler for you and then use your pen and you can mark the line like this. So as you can see, the paper has lines going across and they're about 1 inch thick. You are going to pick your second piece of paper and do the same exact thing. You're actually going to do the same exact thing to the third piece of paper. So you want to make sure that all 3 pieces of paper have lines that are 1 inch thick going across them, like so. I'll show you what that looks like. Now all 3 pieces of paper have 1 inch strips going across them. The next step is to take 2 pieces of paper and you're going to cut out the strips of paper. So friends, if you feel comfortable using scissors, you can also do this part of the work yourself, or you can have a grown-up help you. So I'm going to take my green piece of paper and my red piece of paper. I'm going to just line them up on top of each other like this, just to save a little time. And I'm going to use my scissors and I'm going to cut out the strips along the paper like so. And if you prefer cutting the paper individually, you can always do that too. So you can take the red paper and cut out these strips first, and then move on to the green paper and cut out those strips, or you can just line them up on top of each other and cut out the strips this way. There we go. So we have 2 pieces of paper. Both are cut into strips about 1 inch thick. And now we're going to use the last piece of paper and we are going to do the same thing, but just make sure that you don't cut all the way because you want to make sure that the paper stays connected. Let me show you. So I'm going to cut along the line, but when I get almost to the top, so about an inch left, I'm going to save that. I'm not going to cut that part off because I want this strip to stay attached. So do that same thing to the other lines. Cut, cut, cut. Save that strip. Last one. There you go. So I cut along the lines, but I waited and I saved this last little inch at the top so that these strips are all connected. So you have one piece of paper that looks like this, and then your other two pieces of paper are no longer pieces of paper, they're just strips. Let's move on to the work. So friends, if you didn't feel comfortable prepping the work, this is the part where it's your turn. You take the strips of paper and you're going to divide them and sort them based on their color. So you have red and you have green, but you may have different colors. Sort all the strips. Now it's time to weave. So pick one color to start with. I'm going to start with red. And I'm going to take my red strip and I'm going to lift up the purple layer like this. So this purple layer goes over. Now the red is going to go under. So lift up the other and we're weaving. So the red strip goes over, under, over. Now it's time to go back under, under, and here it comes over. So let's look at that again. The red strip went under, over, under, over, under, and over the purple. Let's do the same thing, but this time we are going to weave the green piece of paper. So let's start with it under the purple. Now it goes over and under, over, and under, and over. I wonder what paper will come next. We did red, green, red. It's time to weave the red strip again. After red, what color do you think will come next? Green. You're right, friends. Let's get back to circle time. Welcome back to circle time, friends. Now some of you may use Velcro to fasten your shoes, and others may already know how to tie your shoes. But either way, this weaving activity is a great way to practice that skill. Thanks for learning with me today, friends. Join me next week as we work on another practical life skill, cleaning up. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and find me on outschool.com for my live and interactive circle times. But before we go, we have one last song to sing. Can you wave goodbye like this? Together we'll sing, goodbye friends, goodbye friends, goodbye friends, I'll see you next time. Have a great weekend everyone, and I'll see you on Monday. Goodbye.